Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Okay, this is it. This is the very last short box. Let's have a look what's inside, shall we? Batman! Alright, so these are my detective comics. This is my oldest detective comic is number 525. I'm not quite sure what year that is. It could be 79. A lot of my early comics are from 79, but I think it's as old as that actually. But yeah, Killer Croc. I think it's the second appearance of Killer Croc. Unfortunately, not the first appearance. That would have been nice, but no, it's the second appearance. Boo! Not quite so good, but yeah. It's probably Killer Croc's first cover. How's that? That makes it valuable. Right, Curse of the Catman. Just gotta check the date on that Killer Croc comic. I think it's probably 80 something. Let me just see. 83. Alright, Captain Boomerang battles the Mirror Master to the death. Batman getting jiggy with an interesting looking lady. Millennium. $5.94. $5.96. $5.97. I think we're getting towards when I started getting properly collecting. Oh, then there's a few missing. So $5.97. Then we got 601 is the next one I've got. Hopefully I got some of these in the Batman collection that I bought a little while back. 602. 603. 604. Right, yeah, I know I've got doubles of all these. The whole Mud Pack story. I picked these up recently in a bumper Batman buy that I did. So yeah, this is good though. Now I've got this, I can identify the doubles and start selling them. So yeah, that's it. That's the new project for the new year. Start selling my comics. Getting money, putting it aside, and then only buying new comics of that budget. Time to get sensible. Until I get a job. When I get a job I can, spend money, can't I? But I don't want to be spending any more redundancy money. That's got to last me. Hopefully if I get a job and I can save my redundancy money then for my dotage. Yeah. I know I think I've got this next comic. I've got about 4 of them now because I got it in that buy, and then my mate Vic Bub gave me his comics, and they was in there as well. So I got about 4 of those ones. So I'm gonna find some people who are looking to boost their Batman collection, and get them to make me an offer, or make an offer to them. Hopefully I could do it within people in the community, the comic community on YouTube. But I don't think it's worth sending to America. I mean, if there's anyone in America who wants some Batman comics, but because I think once it gets to the bloody postage, it's ridiculous. It just makes it hardly worth the effort. Okay, 632, 633. Yeah, the other. Well, so this is like the second from last box now. I've got one more long box to go, and then So new projects. I'm not too sure how many more videos I'll be doing, to be honest, if the comic community. I mean, I'll pick up a few comics here and there. I may do some kind of features on stuff if I can be bothered. But to be honest, it's not really worth carrying on with that much. I've counted my comics. Well, I will have done by the time this is over. And if I could pick up some more birthday books, I might do some birthday book videos. But it's like, it's not really enough people watching them to make it worth the effort, really. So once I've done this series, and I may just stop doing comic videos unless I got ideas for something else. But it's not just a matter of having ideas, because I get ideas all the time about, you know, videos to do. But it just feels the motivation to actually bother doing any of the ideas is the thing. Because when you're getting like 2 comments or something, or like 10 people watching them, it's like, well, there's no point putting any effort in. So that's what I'm like. I used to always put effort into my projects when I was younger, and we put loads of effort in. Like I've done a heavy metal club I did a blinking fanzine, did compilation tapes and stuff like that, compilation CDs, and it just I do my podcast, a heavy metal podcast as well. It just feels people aren't really that bothered. People have got their own projects and don't really care about that much about what you're doing. So it's like, there's no point putting all this effort into it when all you get back is like minimum kind of like interest. It's like, well, I can't see the point of bothering. So that's kind of where I am with things nowadays. But the get up and go and motivation I used to have as a youth has long since died. So yeah, I'm not going to flog a dead horse and just carry on doing videos for the sake of it. So my project's going to be read the comics. Have a jolly good read while I'm still looking for a job. I'll be spending all day reading instead of going through comic boxes. Because, if you're not enjoying reading, then there's no point, is there? So I'm going to get on reading, start reading some of my old comics possibly. Reading the stacks of comics that I've bought while I've been doing these videos. And who knows, maybe I'll do some features on like certain comic books, maybe, reviews or something. We'll see how it goes. What I could do as well is I could still enter people's competitions. I could still do that. But say I'm not. I think these things, you come in with a blaze of glory and enthusiasm, and eventually your enthusiasm wanes. Like I go in I'm not working at the moment, so it's plenty easy for me to spend more time on it. But I'd go and comment on everybody's videos and. Hoping that's going to sort of people will comment back and look at your videos because of the fact you're taking the time out to check out their videos. You kind of hope there'd be some, quid pro quo or whatever. You check out people's videos, comment on them, and they'll comment back, watch your videos. But yeah, people are too busy, really, I imagine. So that's kind of lost its interest for me. I'm a fickle fellow, but it's true. Is that I was going on for a good couple of weeks. I got 2682. That's weird. Well, that's 2 different covers on that 282. I don't know how I managed that. Yeah, so we'll see. My enthusiasm sort of waxes and wanes, really. I've just woken up this morning, so I'm a bit tired. So I'm probably on a wane at the moment. But who knows? Later on, I might pick up some new comics and I'll be like, ooh, and get all enthusiastic again. But yeah, yeah. There you go. Might do a competition sometime, who knows, that might be worth the effort. I've been trying for ages to get to 1,000 people, 1,000 subs. I do all sorts of stuff on my channel, and gaming, and I've started doing comics, and I do lots of heavy metal stuff on there. But it's just, I don't know, people aren't really that interested. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe if I finally get to 1,000, that will give me the impetus to try and, I don't know, do more regular stuff. Find a niche and stick to it. I don't know. I haven't really got a niche. Basically just showing off what I liked on here, really. So, I mean, I might go back, I might show off some more of my role-playing games. Got loads of role-playing game rule sets. I can maybe talk about those a bit. Or maybe go through individual stories or individual covers. I was thinking about doing a series of like funny things in comic books, like finding some of the funniest covers to show off to people. But that just seems, I don't know, too much bloody effort. Too much effort for no reward kind of thing, for no, you know. So yeah. Yeah, I get kind of down quite easily about things, to be honest. Right. There are some people who I will, you know, stay checking out. People who have been supportive, you know. I will still watch their videos, give them comments because they always comment back, and it's, you know, it's cool. DC 1 million. But yeah, I think it's you know, nothing to get. I'm not like slagging anybody off. It's just people have got other things going on in their lives, haven't they? So it's just how it is. The only reason I've been watching so many is to say because I'm not working at the moment. So also just wanting to find new channels and hoping that if I look at people's videos and comment on their stuff, they'll feel you know, engaged, and they'll engage with my channel. But yeah, I'm not going to watch every single video from now on. It's silly because I'm watching people's videos and I could be just sitting there reading comics. I've got a big stack of comics that need to be read. Yeah, and that is definitely my intention for the new year. And I'm going to go, now I've got these boxes out, I'll start going through the boxes. I'm going to get rid of I'm going to fine tune it, basically. I've got like odd comics, like just like one of this and one of that, or whatever, and it's like, well, if I like that comic and I think it's cool, maybe I can try and get the full run together. Or if I'm not engaged with it, or can't be bothered with it, or it's just taking up space, I'm going to get rid of it, I'm going to sell it, because there's absolutely no point keeping hold of it. So I may sell some individually, I may sell some in bulk, I may do this fate thing where I just sell them at a fate, or something like that. Stand outside my door and sell them on the door. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, see what I can get for them and put it into basically completing runs, filling gaps in runs. I like the idea of like doing like from, I don't know, 100 to 200 or whatever number is appropriate for each each series. Like the X-Men I was going through, loads of little gaps, 2 issues missing here, 2 issues missing there. And it'd be nice to sort of complete a run from, say, I don't know, I just can't remember the numbers were, say for example 300 to 500, something like that. And then all the, you know, periphery little ones that are, you know, on either side, just not bother with. I like stuff like Hulk and Iron Man, and, you know, basically you go for all my books. I want to fill out the Batman the Outsiders gaps. I want to fill out maybe the Teen Titans gaps, that kind of thing. Buying some bigger issues, some keys. Like I've got, I can't believe it. I mean, I think the most disappointing thing is like thinking I have comics, and I saw people's comics on people's videos, and I thought to myself, I've got that comic, and like being sure that I had that comic, it just looked so familiar when I saw it. And then when it comes to actually finding it through the box, I never had those comics. That was Amazing Spider-Man 300. I was sure I had that one because I remember when Venom first turned up in the comics, I was collecting all the Spider-Man titles. I thought all the Spider-Man titles at that time, but no. I got every comic leading up to it, and then I got 301, but I never had 300. And that could only have been my bloody comic shop guy not giving it to me. So I'm really annoyed with that one. And I was kind of, when I first saw the cover for New Mutants 98, is it? Deadpool? I thought, yeah, I've got that one. I was sure I had it. I saw it and I thought, but it must have just been I saw it in the shop lots of times when it first came out or something. Or maybe I might have seen it in bargain bins at one point. And, and that's why, so when I saw it, I thought, oh, I've got that one, because it just seemed so familiar to me. But no, I didn't have that one after all. I was even telling people, I went to the pictures, like, I went to the cinema with my sister, I think, and I go, oh yeah, he's quite a popular character. I've got his first appearance at home. I was so convinced that I had it, but I did not have it. Spoiler alert. Actually, there's one other comic book. I've got one more box to go through, and then a couple of little boxes. I kind of thought that I bought an old Charlton Blue Beetle, or a couple of old Charlton Blue Beetles. I haven't found them yet. They weren't in with my Blue Beetle, so that's the thing as well. I really doubt my memory sometimes. I kind of think that I dream of things, or think of things, and then think that I've done them when I haven't. When I try and remember back on stuff, it turns out, my memory is not good. Yeah, so there you go. Let's see. I convinced myself I had comic books that I didn't have because I felt they just seemed so familiar. So I kind of convinced myself I had them, and then I remember things. And sometimes I think I remember dreams. So I might have dreamt about something, but never actually did it. Then later, like years later, I'll think back and I'll be like, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, I remember doing that. And I think it was just remembering a dream. I don't really know. It's weird. Anyway, that's that box of Detective Batman comics all gone through, and me just generally blathering about nonsense. And cheers for watching. Leave a comment if you can be bothered. And bye.